You know how you start to talk on your vlog and you are yapping? They're calling you Yappy in the goddamn streets. Only for you to find out you never hit record it. Yep, that's kind of what it is. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Loc'D. And there's going to be quite a few things that happen in this vlog. Cutting up some fruit, talking about some books. I might yap about Angela. I don't know. It's a surprise. But I just wanted to say welcome to the vlog, and I hope that you enjoy it. This is Bree in a rush. As far as driving, one of the hardest things about driving in Minneapolis is that rarely do people put their signal on. Fucking like telling you where to go don't make any fucking sense because now I'm in the wrong lane. This is my hair, y'all. It's done. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I got it done. This is what it looks like. With the whirlwind. It's coming. It's coming along. Anyway, have to go pick something up and then I'm gonna start my Patreon sprints. Yay! Alright, is she late? Am I late to starting the sprints? Ignore the dirtiness. But I let people know I'm like about 10 minutes late from when I said I would start, so I have to go ahead and put up my stuff, delete some things, try to figure some things out. But yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know if this is like better light, but happy that the hair is done, the retwist is done. I keep feeling bad because this is my second set of locks and it's not locking up. Like my sides just consistently keep coming out, and she has to essentially redo the process every time I see her on the sides. And I'm like, damn, that's tough. That's tough. So I'm just like finding links to send. Okay, just trying to make sure I'm good. Also send the actual link, but I'll make sure I'm started. I've already started by that time. I was like, it's looking rough. Okay, see. You gotta let everybody know on the Discord. You know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm gonna go to Patreon. I have some people who are like totally against Patreon, and I try my best to like double let people know. Like I'll let people know on Discord, and I also let people know on Patreon that like what's going on. It's unfortunate that some people are not on Discord because Discord, it's more like interaction. But I put a poll up earlier being like, did people want me to sprint from like 12, I think I said like 12:30 till 4:15 or 6:30 till some other time, and then I realized I had an appointment, so 6:30 wouldn't have worked. But then I was in traffic and the appointment got done at like 7, so I didn't get here until maybe 5-6 minutes ago. So that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so I wanted to go to Libro FM and see if there is like a new Black author thriller or something I could read. Something has Midnight Somewhere. Let's see what this month's picks is. I did pre-order Stephen Graham Jones' new book because I had a credit. And I said, it's time to use it. Everyone in this bank is a thief. Anybody ever read anything by Benjamin Stevenson? Jada said, hi, blog people. Has anybody ever read anything? T. Kira Madden. Is that a white woman? I don't know. Okay, so Strange Building. I've heard things about this book. I don't know if this is book 1 or book 2 or like, is there anybody recommend Strange Building? I don't know. I'm just thinking. They got Honeysuckle. Please Don't Go by E. Salvador. Why do I feel like I've read something about them? Vengeful Gods. Moms in Labor. Let's see. Hold on. Do you ever check out Chirp Book? I love Chirp Books. That's my top. Chirp Books know how to do a sale. They know how to do a sale. They know it. Sometimes their audiobook app is giving a little glip, little glitchy. But I love a good sale over there. 90 minutes, we got that going. I want to make shrimp and grits, but I don't know if I have grits. Oh. Did you look? Have you found the grits? Have the grits been, what is it, procured? No, procured? I don't know the word. I'm only in the mood for nonfiction right now. I feel you, Erin. I feel you. I am currently not in a nonfiction mood. I've read all of them so far. Okay, I think they're fun, but they have a sense of humor that could go either way for you. There's some Black romance. They've really been up in their Black romance on Libro FM. They really have. Like, The Weight of Us. Like, look at that. Beautiful. Also, Soul Ties. This looks like a series. Shout out to Miss Candace. I really want to do a vlog that focus on library or librarian in the title. And I keep thinking that it's my calling. And I think it will have to be a series. Like read 2 books and then, because there's so many books that's recently come out with librarian or library in the title. And it would have to take me a while to get through them. There's some self-help books. People love a vicious in the title, huh? They love a vicious in the title. Vincent Tirado. You Should Have Been Nicer to My Mom. It's a modern gothic horror. I'm gonna try Vincent again. I tried Vincent once, I think, and I don't know if it was what I liked. I read We Don't Swim Here, and it was interesting. And then I got Burned Down, Rise Up, We Came to Welcome You. We can see. Strange Building is technically a sequel to Strange Houses, but they don't need to be read in order. Thank you, Amy. They're slightly unsettling mystery books where you have to study house designs. So, is this the book club for Katie? Isn't there like a poll she just did? Oh my God, Erin, I won't say I need a play-by-play of this biography that she's reading about Yoko Ono, but I'm gonna need some details. You know, just a little detail. Never hurt nobody. Amy said I'll be reading more of the Peacemaker's Code tonight. It's a sci-fi that's comped as really meets Arrival, written by a professional negotiator who realistically approaches first contact. Okay, that sounds dope. I love it when people have real life experiences and write a book that is as accurate as it can be. Hello, Abby. All from work. Not me, millennial. I'd like to think that nobody is younger than me. If you are, sorry for the millennial peace sign. You know what I mean? Probably yes, she did Strange Pictures as a book club. Like, okay, okay. I thought I saw like a poll or something about it, but I don't know. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys that I did finish Burn Down the Master's House. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5. I was gonna do 4 because there was something in the beginning I didn't like, but I'm like, I don't think it deserved a whole point because wow, the bulk of it was fantastic. I think that the each story in this book really reflected history, and it didn't just reflect history because it's just something that the author just took, imaginative liberties on. At the end of the book, you learn that these stories are based on the lives of real people who were enslaved, and just how the book talks about race and being a Black person at this time, being enslaved, the act of having to buy out of slavery, and how every time, Black people got this or got that, the line was further moved to adjust the wants and the needs of people who were down for white supremacy, often people who were white. But this book also highlights the very few people who look like me who was like, yeah, I'm down with white supremacy. I'm also down to treat other enslaved Black folks terrible, actually worse, much worse than the white man. And these are just stories that we know. We know this to be true. The author talked about several different books and, slave narratives that they have read that it really lent license to them wanting to be like, okay, I got to write this book, but I want it to be based off real people. And the author also talked about their family history of being enslaved and using a couple of those people's names in the book. And I wonder like how healing and also angry, like the duality of those two things while reading this book and repeating the name of your family member, right? But I just think the book was written very well. I think it really highlighted several things about the time. I loved how the author tried to see in this time period, was the N-word used as much as we think that it was used? And that was just some things I didn't quite, think of. I just thought, nigger was from the beginning of time and carried on until now. But, how the author talked about the different texts that they read and how the frequency of the N-word being used was different, was very informative for me as well. It actually made me want to go and check some of those books out. I do need to own this book physically. I don't think I can just hang out knowing this book is out in the world and I don't have it physically, only because I love this book. And not only did I love this book, there were so many quotes in this book that I just think I need to have them highlighted so that I can go back and like remind myself of those things. Like, don't let them take what they can't see. It's something I constantly think of. That was a constant quote throughout the book. And it just really reminded me that just because you're Black don't mean you're powerless. Just because you're Black don't mean you can't hold something to yourself, right? And they can't see your mind. They can't touch your mind. So keep that as strong as possible. And it was I don't know. There are so many things I could say and describe of how I felt reading this book. And it took me like a solid month and a half to read. And that's okay, but I had to take my time with this book, and I'm also in school. So thank you for all the vlogs you've watched and heard me talk about this book in so many different ways. But that's just how I'm doing vlogs. You're going to have to really catch up to know what's up. But I also wanted to make sure when I talk about the book, when I ended it, that you kind of know my final thoughts in full. And I do think justice should be done for Solomon, even though Solomon was complicit as well. But justice for Solomon. I do feel that justice for the women, Jane, I think was her name. I could be making that up, but justice for all of these people who've experienced unmentionable things. And again, my favorite part about this book is the queer representation, because a lot of people like to think queer people it's a new thing. And it's like, oh my God, are you being for real right now? Don't piss me off. Please. So anyway, I say all that to say the book was great. Currently, I'm hungry as hell. Hungry as hell. So I'm going to go make some food. I'm on this sprint. The sprint has 81 minutes, but I'm going to make some food, hopefully within that time. And I should be able to work in the next sprint. But you know how you feel weak and you're like, I need food. That's literally how I feel right now. Fighting for my life. And I think I'm going to have to make 2 different things. Damn. Because my cauliflower is going bad. And I don't know if I want to film that. I'm not going to film that, me making the food, because I already filmed earlier in this video. And filming, you got to be intentional, take your time. And I'm like, I need to be speed through. I need to speed through so that I can eat. I got time, position, angles, and such things. You know what I mean? So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Don't this look super cool? Like, what? Sometimes I'm like, I should film in front of my bookcase. Like, look at, I know, it's Kevin. Anyway, I finished my sprints at like close to 1. And I finished a proposal I wanted to do. And I did some other stuff I wanted to do. Tomorrow is going to be a long day. I'm hoping to just be busy to doing work until about 1:30. Things I need to catch up on, and then hopefully 1:30 to like 4, I can just have an audiobook on and read. That's my hope. We shall see. We shall see. You have reached the end of the vlog. And right now I'm looking at my computer setup and I'm like, bro, why is this thing never really working? But that's not what we're talking about, right? I'm here featuring Angela's enclosure. I don't know where she's at. She's somewhere in there. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching my vlogs. My vlogs is something that I like to do the most on my channel. I do want to do some sit down videos too, but the main reason why I don't do them and like to do them is because I have a hard time coming up ideas for myself. I can come up with ideas for other people quick, fast, in a hurry, but I have a hard time coming up with ideas myself. So vlogs just give me a chance to talk about any and everything that I want to talk about, or do any and everything that I want to do. And that's just the real reason why I like them. So thank you for watching this vlog. I hope you have a beautiful day. And if you got this far, please put a skull emoji in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.